What's up, guys? Mitchell Gonzalez, the Bearded Realtor here. Hey, are you a young professional or a young adult thinking about making a move to the Denver area? Well, you have got to hear about the suburb I'm going to talk about today. So, let's hang out. What's up, guys? Mitchell Gonzalez, the Bearded Realtor here. If you've seen one of my videos before in the past, welcome back. If you're checking out one of my videos for the very first time, make sure you click the red subscribe button below, as I do post weekly content all about living in and moving to the Denver metro area. Along with that, as much as I love making these videos, I love helping people find their dream homes even more. So if you have any questions about real estate, you want to go out and take a look at some homes, maybe you're wondering how much your home is worth, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, write me an email. I'm available 24/7 to answer any questions you might have about real estate. So with that being said, you guys, big game tonight for the Avs. They have 2 games left in the regular season. Basically got to win them both to win the division. So hopefully they can pull it off. They had a tough loss against the Oilers. We also had 5 players out, so, but that's kind of been all season for the Avs. Hopefully they can still come out with the division crown. But, you guys, we are here to talk about Capitol Hill today. So maybe you saw my video that I posted a few weeks ago about why I feel Denver is the perfect city for young professionals or young adults. Maybe you just did a YouTube search and came across this video, but this is the second of 5 suburbs that I'm doing featured videos on that I feel are great suburbs for young professionals or just young adults, or they're just great suburbs in general. But specifically, this video is called Perfect Suburbs for Young Professionals, right? And so today I am here to talk to you about Capitol Hill. And all 5 of the suburbs that I have picked out all have kind of different feels, different vibes, for different different types of personalities and everything. So make sure, if you haven't watched it already, make sure you check out my video for young professionals and everything, best cities for them. But basically today I'm going to talk about Cap Hill, and the 4 things that I'm really going to focus on in this video: the location, the culture, the food and bar scene, and of course housing, right? I wouldn't be a very good realtor if I didn't talk about a suburb and not mention the housing. So let's go ahead and get started and talk about Capitol Hill. All right, you guys, so first thing I'm going to talk about with you is the location of Capitol Hill. So as you could have guessed, it is a suburb of Denver, and it is very close to Denver. It's basically, if you look at the map, it's just south, kind of maybe a little bit southeast of downtown Denver. It is where the Capitol is, right? Crazy. Capitol Hill. So the Capitol is in Capitol Hill. So this makes it an ideal location for anyone that's looking to be close to the downtown area. Maybe you're working in downtown or you just want that downtown lifestyle. Capitol Hill is a great option. It also obviously draws in a lot of people that are working at the Capitol or, in politics, just because of its proximity to the Capitol. So that makes it a really good location, good commuter location, especially if maybe you don't have a car or something, you don't want to drive, then you could get to downtown pretty easily with, just the Uber, the scooters, the bus, whatever. It's actually the second most walkable suburb in Denver. So it's got a 94 walkability rating and a 96 bikeability. So if that's important to you, being able to walk around to places easily, bike around to places easily, location is definitely great for that. It's also close to Cheeseman Park and the Denver Botanic Gardens. It's basically just like a couple blocks west of that. So if you're looking for great park, there's also a couple other parks that are in Capitol Hill that are great options as well. So location, proximity to downtown Denver, the Capitol, definitely makes it an ideal location. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the culture. So if you're the type that's really into arts and festivals and things like that, Capitol Hill is going to be a really great option for you. They actually have a lot of great museums. They've got the Denver Art Museum. They've got the Colorado History Museum. So that's definitely a popular one. And the Molly Brown House Museum. So if you don't know who that is, she is a Titanic survivor. She has her own house and her own museum. That's a pretty popular attraction. Personal opinion, there was room for 2. in the video, right? I think we can all agree. If you disagree, then, make a comment below. But there was room for two. Has nothing to do with Capitol Hill, right? But, Molly Brown, Titanic survivor. It's tough to talk about Titanic and not bring it up. So along with that, the Ogden Theater is also a great place to see a show. It's I wouldn't even call it really a small venue. Like about 1,600 people is the max capacity at the Ogden. It's been around for over 100 years. It's hosted like every popular local Colorado group. Prince actually did a couple concerts there back in 2013. So, if it's good enough for Prince back when he was performing and alive, then it's probably good enough for a lot of other people. So that's definitely a pretty cool spot. You have the Charlie Brown Bar and Grill, which is a live piano bar. So I guess that could have fallen under the bar and restaurant. Maybe I'll bring it up again. But also great for entertaining. So that's always a fun spot as well. So a lot of different great options for entertaining, for different, art festivals, farmers markets. There's a lot of things that culturally that bring people in, different art museums that they have there. So if that's important to you, Capitol Hill is definitely worth taking a look at. So along with that, the dining scene is top notch at Capitol Hill. You're going to have a lot of really good fine dining options over there. So one of them is called Mizuna, which is a really high-end place where they have different course options, 3-course options. I think they have like a 7-course option that's really popular. Luca is a really popular Italian place if you like that rustic wood Italian type of feel. It's really popular for that. So along with that, there's a lot of great bars. So you have the Fainting Goat, you've got Armitas, you've got 100% Agave, you've got Park Tavern, you've got Stoney's. So I think I read that there's literally over 200 bars and restaurants in Capitol Hill. So, I mean, really, you're never going to run out of options. You could almost go like a different place, every day, and you wouldn't run out of places for like 7 months. So, the bar and restaurant scene there is definitely, if you're a foodie, if you like having nice cocktails and beverages, definitely want to check out Capitol Hill. So last thing is, if you're watching this video, you probably are interested in the housing and wondering what type of housing you can get. And so I actually ran the numbers for Capitol Hill, and I went back 6 months sales for Capitol Hill, and literally about out of 160 deals that have happened, I think 90% of them were condos. So that's one thing I let people know is a majority of housing over there is condos now. There are single family options over there. Obviously, as you can imagine, with only 10% of the homes that hit the market being single family, it's not a ton of options, but there are options, and they're probably going to start around like 700,000, and that's probably going to get you something that is being sold as is, probably needs some work, some updating. It can go all the way up to like 4 million over there, so a pretty wide range in prices. To get something that's updated and upgraded and everything, you're probably going to need to get into the $1 million price point for a single family home. So, but in condos, I mean, there's a ton of different condo options, and a lot of them are going to be your smaller 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom condos. There's not going to be a ton of really big condos, and they do start kind of in the mid to high twos for those smaller condos. To get something that's maybe a little bit bigger, you're probably going to get into the 400,000 price point. So, but there are options, especially if you're just kind of looking at a first purchase, or maybe don't have a family yet and you're okay with that smaller 1-2 bedroom. Capitol Hill is definitely going to have a lot of options at some really good price points. Now they also have some higher end condos that you can get into if maybe you're more established, you want something a little bit bigger. They do have condos that are in the $1-2 million, even $3-4 million range. So one of them is the Governor Park, where they have a pretty nice condo available right now at like $4 million. And then I know I'm going to butcher this name, but this is one of the top end condo units in the area. The Beau Vallon is basically where it's just a lot of like athletes and famous people live there, and it's going to be higher end where, yeah, you can get something in the maybe, $2-3 million range, but it's going to be super luxurious. It's going to be like living at like the Ritz-Carlton, basically. So there is a wide range for anyone from first-time home buyers to those looking for the ultra luxurious lifestyle, which is great for all types of buyers. So those are the different housing options that we do have over at Capitol Hill. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you learned something new about this incredible suburb called Capitol Hill. If you have any other questions on Capitol Hill or just real estate in general, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, write me an email. I'm available 24/7 to answer any questions you guys might have. If you haven't had a chance yet, make sure you do click that red subscribe button below, as I do post weekly videos all about living in and moving to Denver, Colorado. I do have another video about Denver Highland that's already been posted. I'll be posting about 3 other suburbs that are perfect for young professionals. So if you want to check those out, make sure that you click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on those videos and just other videos about what it's like living in the Denver metro area. So with that being said, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. The Bearded Realtor, signing off.